two rivals got together, guys. There were hurt feelings and some dead fish hands.
Get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another day.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every... He just decided to take off.
Looking for room. It's Allen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalry.
Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got the first down and more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's first and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Hauls it in. Breaks it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the catch. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big...
Like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Back to pass, it's Allen. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Working that left side. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Send the tight end in motion. Rides the back on the option, the give. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
LSU lining up first and goal. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? On the move to his left. Touchdown, Tigers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just give it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now on first down from the 28. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. to pass. It's Allen. Right on the money. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run play action. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
The inside handoff. He breaks a tackle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Allen. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Wants to throw. It's Allen. Finds his big tight end. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A quick pass to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Allen. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Just keeps slinging it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the air, it's Allen. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
To the ground with the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was...
Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got great speed. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Allen. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying play action. Quick strike complete. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. His presence felt in making the stop after a short gain. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Scanning the field, it's Allen. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse, probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Corrals it at the 45. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Takes the handoff. It's Allen. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On third and short, the power run here. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Off play action. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. Right on the money. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to throw, it's Meredith. Under fire. He'll pull it down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're looking at a third down and on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Here's the handoff. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Snagged out of the air. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 5. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Ramsauer. Got it in the middle, it's Graves. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. Creates a little room. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They're up by 35 over Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their...
Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
He'll pull it on the read.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll take it himself. LSU will get a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Powers through the defender. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.